Good morning, class. We're going to go ahead and do 1.7, perimeter, circumference, and finding the area. So we're going to find the area of these and find the perimeters of circles, squares, and rectangles. So we'll start off with a rectangle. So we'll go through and just write down the equations. So for a rectangle, rectangles, opposite sides are congruent. We have right angles. All right, they don't have to be, so that's our definition. Opposite sides are congruent and we have right angles. To find the perimeter, you can add up all the sides, so you could say length plus width plus length plus width, or you can write it as 2L, because we have two lengths that we're adding together, and two widths. So it would be 2L plus 2W. To find the area, we go length times width. So that's how we find the area of a rectangle. Find the area of the square, very similar. Square, difference between an area and a rectangle and a square is that a square has four congruent sides. So if we want to go ahead and find the perimeter, we'd add up this side, so S plus S plus S plus S, or 4 S's. So our perimeter is 4 times S. Find the area, it'd be side times side, so S times S, or we'd write that as S squared. And then lastly, find the, for a circle, or triangle, excuse me, triangle is half, to find the perimeter, all right, we add up all the sides. So A plus B plus C. And then to find the area would be 1/2 the base times the height. So 1/2 base and height are perpendicular, means they meet at 90 degrees. So we wouldn't do this side A and B, because this is not a 90-degree angle. So it needs to give us 90 degrees. And then circle. So a circle, we call the area on the outside the circumference. So to find the circumference, it's 2 times pi times your radius. Okay? So diameter goes all the way across the circle. The radius goes from the center to the side. So diameter has to go through the center as well. So to find what we call the diameter, it's 2 times your radius. All right, so to find circumference, 2 ways to do it. Okay, it's either 2 times pi times your radius, or you could go pi times your diameter. Either way. Okay, to find area, it's pi r squared. So we just have to know, do they give you the radius or the diameter? So we'll go through an example of each one. Remember that pi is 3.14. So if I want to find, here's a rectangle given to me, the side is 3, this side is 5. If I want to find perimeter, I can add them all up. So I could go 3 plus 5 plus 3 plus 5 and get 16. Or I could go 2 times my length, so 2 times 5 plus 2W, or 2 times 3. 2 times 5 is 10, 2 times 3 is 6. So it would be 16 inches. You need to write, if they give you a measurement, what it is. For area, it's length times width. So 3 times 5, which is 15. This needs to be in inches squared. Make sure we have inches squared. If it's not in inches squared, if you don't put that, then you will lose credit. Next one, find the area of a, now we have a square. How can I tell square? They give me congruent markings. All these sides are equal. So to find the perimeter, I can go 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 and get 80, or I could go 4 times 20, which is 80. Again, mark your measurement. This one's in meters. To find area, we go side times side, or S squared, 20 squared. 20 squared is 400, so it would be 400 meters squared. Make sure we're including meters squared. Then we go a triangle. To find the, we want to find perimeter, so we add up all the sides. 5 plus 6 plus 7. 5 plus 6 plus 7 is 18 feet. And then to find the area. So we look at, we have a right angle. So this is going to be my height. This is going to be my base. So I go 1/2 my base, 7 times 4. Which would be 14 feet again. 14 feet squared. So you could go 1/2 of 4, then times that by 7. You could go 7 times 4, which is 28, and then 1/2 of 28 is 14. You go half of 7 and then multiply. So, but what's important, make sure you're putting feet and squared. When we multiply area, there's 2 dimensions, and that's why we have a square unit. Lastly, we go to a circle. So first of all, is 10 a diameter or is it a radius? Since it extends all the way across the circle, they give us the diameter. So we want to find circumference, which is 2 times pi times r. So my radius would be 5, half of the 10. So we go 2 times pi times 5. So we go ahead and we have 10 pi inches. If they say leave it in terms of pi, this would be my answer. If they tell me to go ahead and multiply it out to find it all, then it's about 31.4. I would go 10 times 3.14. Now if we want to go find the radius, or find the area, again we take our radius, which is 5. So we go 5 squared, which is 25. If they say leave it in terms of pi, this would be fine. If not, then we go ahead and multiply by 3.14. So that is our lesson for today. Area is what's inside the figure. Circumference or perimeter is what's on the outside.